Hey fellow gardeners, welcome back to Soil Power, where we dig deep into the secrets of soil, plants, and everything that makes a garden thrive. If you've ever dreamed of planting once and enjoying continuous harvest year after year, you're in the right place. Today, I'm sharing the 3 perennial soil secrets that can transform your garden into a self-sustaining powerhouse. These are hands-on, tested techniques that work in real gardens, not just on paper. I'll take you step by step through. Media group: gardener harvesting comfrey, nettle moringa, hibiscus, papaya leaves, or banana foliage, close-up of hands picking perennial leaves, basket filled with freshly harvested perennial plant leaves, stocky, distribute. Equally, harvesting the right plants, creating nutrient-packed fermented plant juices, and applying them correctly to see your garden thrive like never before. By the end of this guide, you'll know how to boost soil fertility, maximize plant health, and literally plant once, harvest forever. Let's dig in. The first secret to perennial abundance starts even before the soil is enriched. It begins with harvesting the right plant material. Not every leaf or plant is equally valuable for building nutrient-rich fermented plant juice. Some leaves are nutrient-dense powerhouses, while others are better left in the compost. Knowing what to harvest and when is critical for creating a soil boost that keeps giving. In my garden, I focus on 2 main categories: leafy greens and flowering or fruiting plants. Leafy greens like comfrey nettle and moringa are loaded with nitrogen, a key nutrient that promotes lush, vibrant foliage. Flowering or fruiting plants, such as hibiscus papaya leaves or banana foliage, are rich in potassium and other minerals that drive flowering, fruit production, and overall plant vigor. When harvesting, always select healthy, young to mature leaves. Avoid yellowing, stressed, or diseased leaves. They dilute the potency of your FPJ. For a small garden around 10 square meters, I typically harvest about 2 kilograms of leafy greens and 2 kilograms of flowering leaves. This allows me to create 2 separate FPJs for comparison. By testing different plant juices on identical plots, you can track which one makes your plants more vigorous, greener, and more productive. Now that you've got your harvest, it's time to turn it into a living soil booster. Fermented plant juice, or FPJ, is a concentrated liquid teeming with nutrients and beneficial microbes. Think of it as a natural elixir that nourishes plants directly and invigorates the soil ecosystem. When made and applied correctly, FPJ dramatically enhances perennial growth. Here's how I prepare FPJ in my garden. First, crush or blend your harvested leaves to extract as much juice as possible. For a 10 square meter garden, this usually means combining 2 kilograms of leafy greens with 4 liters of water to make FPJ1 and 2 kilograms of flowering or fruiting leaves with 6 liters of water to make FPJ2. The different water ratios help balance nutrient concentrations based on the type of plant. Next, I add 1 tablespoon of molasses per liter of water. Molasses feeds the microbes that will ferment your plant juice, turning it into a potent, living fertilizer. Then, I cover the mixture with a breathable cloth to keep debris out while allowing gases to escape. I store the containers in a cool, dark spot for 5 to 7 days, making sure to stir daily to prevent mold and ensure uniform fermentation. After this period, the FPJ is ready, but it must be diluted before use. Dilution is critical. Too concentrated, and you can burn your plants. Too weak, and you won't see results. For foliar application, I use a 1 to 500 dilution ratio, 1 part FPJ to 500 parts water. For soil drench, a ratio of 1 to 200 works perfectly. These ratios are not guesses. They're based on real experience and ensure your plants get a nutrient boost without stress. Application is where the magic of FPJ truly comes alive. The most effective approach is to apply FPJ to identical plants or plots, allowing you to observe and compare results. In my own garden, I label the plots clearly. FPJ1 goes to plot A, and FPJ2 to plot B. This method not only tracks plant responses but also ensures consistent results. For soil application, you'll want to pour 1 to 2 liters of diluted FPJ around the base of each plant, depending on its size. The nutrients go straight to the roots, feeding both the plants and those important soil microbes. For foliar application, I usually spray in the early morning or late afternoon, when the sun is low and plants can absorb nutrients without burning. If you apply it regularly, you'll notice, greener leaves, stronger stems, and honestly, more abundant fruit. Consistency is key here. In the first month, I recommend weekly applications. After that, bi-weekly applications will maintain soil fertility and plant vigor. Be sure to keep track of growth and, take photos. You'll be amazed at the visible improvements in just a few weeks. Healthy, vibrant plants are not just a sign of nutrient-rich soil. They're proof that your garden ecosystem is thriving. Watching your garden respond is honestly one of the most satisfying parts of this process. Focus on 3 main indicators: leaf color and size, plant height and structure, and flower or fruit production. In my experience, plants treated with correctly prepared FPJs develop deep green leaves, robust stems, and more abundant fruit compared to untreated or improperly fed plants. If any stress signs appear, such as yellowing leaves or burnt tips, it usually indicates the FPJ concentration is too high. So, just adjust your dilution ratios and monitor your plants closely. The goal is not to overfeed, but to support a balanced, living soil ecosystem that nurtures your plants naturally. Over time, your soil will improve in structure and nutrient content, reducing the need for chemical fertilizers. The beauty of FPJ is that it scales easily. If your garden is larger than 10 square meters, simply increase your plant harvest and water proportionally. For example, a 50 square meter garden might require 10 kilograms of leafy greens and 10 kilograms of flowering leaves combined with 20 liters and 30 liters of water respectively. Batch fermentation can help manage large volumes, and rotating plant sources ensures nutrient diversity and prevents depletion of specific minerals. The principles remain the same. Harvest healthy leaves, ferment with molasses, dilute properly, and apply consistently. By following these steps, even a large garden can become self-sustaining. So why does FPJ work so well for perennial gardens? The answer lies in soil life. Healthy soil is alive, filled with microorganisms that decompose organic matter, cycle nutrients, and improve soil structure. FPJ feeds both your plants and the soil microbiome, enhancing nutrient availability and supporting strong root systems. Plants in turn release sugars and organic compounds that sustain soil life, creating a self-reinforcing cycle. When your soil is thriving, your plants become resilient. They withstand drought, resist pests more effectively, and grow more vigorously year after year. This is the core principle of perennial gardening, nurturing the soil to nurture the plants. FPJ is a tool that accelerates this process, giving your garden a living, sustainable foundation. Even the best techniques need careful observation and adjustment. Always start with healthy plant material and maintain clean containers during fermentation to prevent contamination. Monitor plants for signs of stress and adjust dilution as needed. Combine FPJ applications with other good soil practices, such as mulching, cover cropping, and crop rotation, to maximize long-term productivity. So, experimentation is key. Some plants actually respond better to certain FPJs than others. By documenting growth, leaf color, and fruiting over several months, you'll fine-tune your applications and discover what works best for your garden. Over time, this knowledge becomes invaluable, allowing you to develop a customized perennial soil program that delivers continuous harvests. Let's take a moment to recap the 3 perennial soil secrets that make plant once, harvest forever possible. First, harvest smart. Use nutrient-dense healthy leaves to create powerful FPJs. Second, ferment your plant juices with molasses and follow the proper dilution ratios. And third, apply consistently to identical plants or plots, and track growth over time. When you put these steps together, they create a living, self-sustaining garden ecosystem. Plants feed the soil feeds the plants, and you get to enjoy continuous harvests. It's a simple yet transformative approach that reduces the need for chemical fertilizers, improves soil health, and produces robust, vibrant plants season after season. Perennial gardening is not just a dream, it's entirely achievable with the right techniques. By following these 3 soil secrets, you can transform your garden into a self-sustaining system that produces abundant harvests year after year. Start small, be consistent, and observe your plants carefully. Over time, your soil will improve, your plants will thrive, and you'll enjoy the joy of a garden that truly gives back. If you found this guide useful, don't forget to subscribe to Soil Power for more hands-on gardening tips and share this article with fellow gardeners. Together we can grow gardens that are productive, sustainable, and endlessly rewarding. Plant once, harvest forever. Your green paradise is waiting, and now you have the secrets to make it thrive.